Hello and welcome to the February 2021 feature update for Bridge Operator Console for RingCentral. Several updates in this release. Let's get started. First of all, the messages that the end users will receive when you do a transfer after current call exists or a park for message have been modified to be a rich card format. So going forward, they're going to see messages like this that will obviously let them know that this is coming from Bridge Operator Console quite easily. It'll distinguish itself from a regular chat message. It should be easier to find the information as to who's calling, who is got the call waiting for you, or where the call is parked and who parked it. So that information will all be nice and visible for the end users on those new messages. A lot to do with call queues in this update. The first one to call out is in your favorites group, and just so you know, when you're making someone a favorite or not a favorite, it's just a simple toggle here where you remove them or add them to favorites, and you'd find them by searching or clicking on another group or something like that. So once you've assembled your favorites list, that will show up here when you select the favorites group, and you can do this in the RingCentral user portal as well. But what's new here is for call queues now that we have favorited. So I've favorited the main call queue, the sales queue, and the support call queue are all in my favorites group. What will happen over here in the queue activity is those will have the favorite icon and they will float up to the top and they'll be alphabetical. Everything that's not a favorite will be below that in its own alphabetical order. So it's a way to separate out ones that I want to see at the top or see favorited if I want some visibility into others. One of the other things that we've kind of been asked to do is have a way to filter this. So some organizations have as many as 1,000 call queues. So it's rather hard to scroll around to find the call queues that you care about. Favorites can go a long way by putting them at the top, but we needed a little bit more power to be able to filter that. So in our revamped settings page at the bottom on the left side, we've added something called queue filter. So queue filter, you can limit these. Every call queue has an extension number. So you would just put extension, comma, extension, comma, extension for the ones you want to see. If you only want to see the ones that you are part of, you can hit this Get My Queues, and that's going to go out to the RingCentral API and query the call queues that you're part of and add those in. Say you wanted the ones you're in, and then there's one more that you needed to watch. That's how you would add that, and just hit save when you're done. Next time you log out, log back in, that'll apply, and those things will be changed. In my case, I'm just going to clear this back out and save it. While we're in settings, let's talk about another feature that we've added. There's something called held call alert down here at the bottom. What that'll do is when we've got a call on hold, starting at the 1 minute mark and then every 30 seconds after that, it'll pop up a little warning message in the corner with a small chime, just to let us know we still have a call on hold. If you want to enable that feature, you flip it on in the settings here. It's off by default. Another thing that we've given you control of in this update is our prompt call device switching. It sounds complicated, but if you've used the application, you've probably noticed if you answer a call on the RingCentral app for desktop or your mobile or something like that, we pop up a little thing that says, hey, you've got an active call on another device. Do you want to bring it over here? If you don't want that, you just turn this off. It's off by default. If you do want that, you can flip it on here. So those are two things that have been added to the settings, and we've changed the toggles to be a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So those all exist in this format now here. Another thing that we've added is we've added a way to back up and restore the settings that are stored in the browser. So why is this useful? If I'm going to be using Bridge Operator Console on different devices, I can back up my settings, open it up on another device, restore settings, and it'll put all these queue filters and things that I've saved in the browser settings back for me here in my current device. So it's just an easy way to make the settings a little bit more portable, so you don't have to configure 4 devices all the same all the time. It'll do it for you. So those are backup and restore available there. We've added 2 additional languages to this update. There's now Canadian, French, and Portuguese available. So if you need to switch your language, you just basically hit that, you sign out, you sign back in, and you'll be in that other language, allowing you to work in your preferred region as far as labels and things like that. So those are the features that are in the February 2021 update for Bridge Operator Console for RingCentral. Have a wonderful day.